Hello, but it's Epic here, and I know you guys missed me. Oh man, I haven't recorded in probably almost 2 weeks at the at the very least. I know I have not recorded for a while. I really wanted to record, but I haven't thought of anything to record. I have been actually on a dry spell lately because I'm not sick anymore or anything, and I've been actually really good. But I can't think of anything to record right now. So, because my comic calls and comic countdown have been my main series for a long time now, I've just kind of been waiting to get comics, and it's been a couple or a few weeks since I've got any comics. But as of yesterday or last night, I went to my comic shop, and I got myself 7 books and some free stuff. And by the way, before I go any further, welcome to my welcome to my comic call number 50. Yes, this is my 50th comic call. We started out the series with being a comic collection video, or just graphic novels or trade paperback collection videos, and I kept that title up until around number 10 or something, or somewhere in the early teens, and then I changed it to comic call slash collection, and then it was comic call in itself by number 20, probably before that. But yes, we have made it to my 50 fall, and you guys will be getting another one probably early next week, because I should be getting some more dollar ka-ching, all that cash. And I'll be going back, so I have a lot of books still there, because 2 of these books are actually $2 books. Basically, they were $1.25, but basically dollar books. So that's why I got so many books this time, or else I wouldn't have. And actually, 3 of these books I just added to my pull list. And I have actually, otherwise they wouldn't be pull list books, but now they are officially pull list books. So I have a ton of books still there. I haven't issued Deadpool and issued Iron Man. I'm not going to go too into it because I don't want to spoil much, but I have some wonderful stuff today. And actually, the first thing we're going to talk about, because I got some free stuff, we're going to look at the free stuff I got first. Because as you can see, I got the little advertisement, the little ad for the DC Universe Rebirth, Strength, Power, Redemption, Destiny. Which, the DC Universe Rebirth starts on the 25th of next month of May. We also have, of course, a checklist for the first few months. Well, actually, the first couple months. And I don't even think this is all the books. The next thing, as you can see here, is the DC Comics previews for the DC Universe Rebirth. Life, Death, and the Threat No One Saw Coming. This is the only thing I've actually read from this haul yet. This is in the order I'm reading things, I'm gonna read things. I'm gonna read the books in this order. And I'm only halfway through this. It's actually pretty thick. And this is really cool. It all starts here. Unlock the first clues to the secrets of every title in Rebirth. This is really exciting. I'm actually, you guys will notice probably starting when this DC Rebirth begins that I'm going to start picking up more DC books. Don't be surprised if you see an influx of DC in this channel. I might make a separate RJ Talks video about this Rebirth. But you can leave some thoughts in the comments below about what you think of this Rebirth. Right now, I'm actually, at first I was like, really? They're gonna basically restart the universe, or it's basically just another crap ton of number 1s, and basically, I'm gonna have to spend more money. But after reading this previews, I think I've read all the sections that gives the information, and I think I'm on the solicits now, I'm pretty sure. Besides, I'm on the last page that is not solicits. And I'm actually really excited for most, if not all, of these books. There's only a couple that I'm not that interested in, like Hellblazer. I'm not really into Constantine, but I still might pick it up just to give it a try. But most of these series I'm excited for, even Superman. I'm not a big Superman fan, but Superman looks great. Wonder Woman is probably a book I'm definitely going to pick up. And of course I'm probably going to pick up Batman just because it's a Batman number 1, and Detective Comics is going back to its regular numbering. But at the same time, that's why I might pick up Action Comics too, because it's going back to its normal numbering. And I kind of want to pick up Superman number 1 in case it does turn out to be a really cool series. And others like Green Lanterns and The Flash too, and even Teen Titans. It looks pretty cool. And of course, Wonder Woman and Harley Quinn, actually. Harley Quinn's probably number one I'm definitely going to pick up. And maybe Suicide Squad, because I plan on seeing the movie in August. So, yeah. Anyway, we're going to move on. I was going to talk a lot about the DC Rebirth, but I think I'm going to make a separate video on that. Probably not this weekend unless it's Sunday, because you won't be getting videos this weekend, so no comic count or anything. I haven't even read the books yet, so you wouldn't be getting it anyway, unless I finish them, because I'm going to be gone somewhere this weekend, so I won't be making videos, so that's cool. But anyway, the next free thing I got in the last free thing is a Captain America 75th anniversary magazine, right before Civil War comes out, of course, which is awesome, too. That's cool. I've looked through this a bit, but I have not read any of it. I don't really know all that's in this. I saw, like, a couple character profiles, Bucky Barnes and Sharon Carter. I haven't really seen anything else, though, besides, like, a couple or a few other things. It's pretty cool. I'm starting to become a Captain America fan, especially with Civil War around the corner, and I think that might be my movie of the year, besides maybe Deadpool. So I can't wait for that. And who knows, maybe Suicide Squad might be taking that too. And actually, I like Batman vs Superman more than most people did. It's not that I loved it, but I didn't even make a video about this, which I probably should have. And who knows, maybe I still might make something about it. But Batman vs Superman was not that bad, as people have said. I don't know. I think people are just being too nitpicky about it, just because we've had all these great comic book movies already, so yeah. But anyway, we're going to move on to the actual books. We're going to start with the $2 books I got, which were $1.25 for me, because that Canadian dollar, it's rebuilding, but it's still not the best. But anyway, the first book we have here is, well, both of the dollar books are Deadpool True Believers, because I'm just picking these up kind of when I can, or when I feel like it. It's kind of cool to have them all. I mean, why not? They're Deadpool stories that are $1. I mean, that's a pretty good deal. That doesn't really get any better, but I like to get the books that are in my pull list and come out, so that's what I usually do. But anyway, the first one we have here out of two, but I only didn't have as much money to spare this time, so I had enough for these. I'm like, why not? I'll go with it. But anyway, the first book is Deadpool the Musical, #1, The True Believers. We're already 8 minutes in. This is only the first, like, legit book. I mean, I showed the free stuff, but this is the first book. I mean, Jesus. I got this because it's Deadpool and it's musical, and Deadpool is hilarious, and I imagine this musical is going to be the best musical I've ever seen. That's why I got it, because I feel like it's going to be pure comedy. I feel like I'm going to really enjoy this. And it's a really good way to start out reading your haul for the week, or for the, it's a good way to start off the haul by reading something that is Deadpool, and that is probably going to be funny. So yeah, not much to say about that. I hope this is good. Just like I hope this is good. This is the book I'm most iffy about probably this week. Actually, yeah, it probably is, but out of the normal pull list books, it probably isn't. Since these aren't pull list. But we have Detective Deadpool, issue #1, The True Believers, for that. I didn't really want to get this that much, but I decided, since I was gonna get a True Believers Deadpool, I have like 3 other ones besides these two. I think these two equal my 5th ones. I think I have 5 now of the True Believers Deadpools. I think I saw 2 others. There was like the Variants, and there was there was Uncanny Deadpool and the Variants, and plus I think there's more there that I just didn't see last night, so probably have to look for those. The Variants is just variant covers, so that's why I didn't get that, but I probably will eventually. I do like covers and stuff, so I probably will get that. And Uncanny Deadpool, the art just didn't appeal to me on the cover as much as the other ones did, so yeah, I'm hoping this story is really good. I feel like I'm being sketchy about it. I'm being a bit iffy about it, but I'm gonna end up really liking it probably. I don't know who this lady is on the front, but it looks really cool. Oh, actually, and Irene Merriweather. I never even read that. I didn't realize. I thought it. God, I'm so stupid. I didn't actually read that. I saw Wade Wilson. I didn't bother reading the other name. This is Irene Merriweather. I kind of just thought maybe that was something to do with, like, the creative team, but then, of course, the creative team's up here, which I can't even read their names, but, yeah, so, I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, we're going to move on to my pull list books. Starting with the actual free books I just added to my pull list are going to be last. But these two books here are the only two that were in my pull list before this haul. And you probably already know I said these two. I'm just going to say they're from the same series, so you know what both these books are. The only reason I got these in this haul is because these two issues are the final two issues of this series. So I decided to finish off. That left an empty slot in my pull list, and I think Danger Girl just ended, so that's two slots. So two of the books that I just added to my pull list replaced them. Plus I added another book, so I don't feel too bad about adding another book then if two of my series just ended. Plus I meant to add, and I forgot to add SpiderMan vs. Deadpool, so that still might get added to my pull list, because I have loved that series so far. Or I'll replace something if I realize maybe I'm not enjoying something this much. Maybe I'll still pick that series up, but I just won't have it in my pull. I don't know, just free up that spot. But anyway, we have Batman and Robin Eternal, issue number 25, with a great cover, even though I know it's going to be misleading. Especially since this cover basically tells you it's misleading. I mean, at least in my opinion. Maybe, who knows, maybe it isn't misleading. And actually, this is the last of the series, right before the finale, it seems, that has the Batman vs. Superman little advertisement at the top, which is funny and which is cool. So whatever. But yeah, on the front here we have. I can't really talk about the book itself, whether it was good or not, because I haven't read any of the books yet. The only thing I've read is some of the DC Comics previews, and I'm only like halfway through it, maybe a bit more than halfway. But we have Mother standing behind Bluebird on the front, who has apparently or misleadingly killed both Cassandra Cain and Grayson. Oh, yeah, I'm definitely making a video of the DC Universe Rebirth now, because there's actually news on both Cassandra Cain's future and Grayson's future in there. Being that Grayson is actually going to go back to the Nightwing mantle. He's going back to being Nightwing, so I'm excited. Even though I do like him as Grayson, Nightwing is awesome. And apparently Cassandra Cain is going to be taking up the mantle of Orphan, who Orphan in this series is her dad, David Cain, or whatever. So I find that really interesting. I can't wait, because I love Cassandra Cain. So her character's awesome. So I'm excited, and I hope that this series and this issue is really good. I hope it's awesome, not really good. Like if one of these took number one, or they both took number 1 and 2, I wouldn't mind. But at the same time, the other books are so good, the other 3 books, that I kind of don't want it to. Just because that'd be a disappointment if the other 3 books didn't keep up on how they've been doing. So yeah. Anyway, obviously you've already seen, but we have Batman and Robin Eternal issue number 26, the last issue, the finale issue, as our next book here. And actually this book, since it was the finale, was bumped up $1, not too surprising, and I guess I can spare it this time. Usually I'd be a bit upset, but at the same time, these books were kind of a gift. Well, they were just, I didn't really buy them, so whatever. I can spare the $1, I guess. It was nice though. Yeah, an extra $1. It is a finale issue. It might be a bit bigger, so I hope this is really good. I think this is going to be awesome. I actually just learned today what this guy's name is from the We Are Robin series and from Serial Year or whatever. And I already figured his name. I think it was Dane or Dwayne or something like that. Something like that. I forget his name. But we have a ton of the characters in the supporting cast, in the cast of this book in general. We have a lot of the cast of this book on the cover. Even some people we've only seen a few times, like Batgirl. She's even on there. And even Spoiler, who we've only seen a few times too. She's on there. But I have a feeling this is going to be a great finale to what has been a great series. And to be honest, I'm sad this series is going, because it's been really good. But I knew it was going to end either way, because I've known about this DC Universe Rebirth for a couple weeks now. Actually, I heard about it a long time ago. It was rumored, but it wasn't confirmed yet. And I heard about it, but now it was like confirmed, or I confirmed. I found out it was confirmed like a couple or few weeks ago. So I knew either way this series was gonna be ending, but I kind of thought I kind of did think it was gonna go for a bit longer, but at the same time, it did feel like the story was wrapping up when you were reading it. So I kind of saw that coming. And I'm actually almost surprised they gave us 2 more issues. I almost thought 25 would be the last one, just because it gives you like the quarter turn, but the quarter number, but we got 26, so that's cool. And I'm also happy that it's gone, 'cause like I said, that frees up a spot kind of in my pull list where I can replace it with something. And I mean, yeah, it kind of does free up a spot. Although, like, what I've replaced it with, either way, is $1 more expensive. So it's kind of like, oh, now I'm spending $1 more each time. Plus maybe even probably a couple dollars more, because I usually have 2 or 3 of these issues when I go now, because I don't go every week. There was a while there I did go every week, which was fun, but now I've been slowing down a bit more, especially since I haven't gone 2 or 3 weeks now. It feels like forever since I did Comic Con or read any comics, really, any new comics, but yeah. Anyway, the next book, I had to get this because the last issue was that good. It was a really awesome cliffhanger, and it left me on a cliffhanger. I want to know what happens next. So, out of all the books, usually I would not get the Amazing Spider-Man, but this time I got the Amazing Spider-Man issue number 10. Plus, we hit double digits, so I kind of want to get it just because it's also hitting double digits. Plus, another book we hit later may or may not be another Spider-Man themed book, so I kind of wanted to go with a bit of a Spider-Man theme here. We got Spider-Man and Batman, probably the 2 best heroes, at least on each side of the DC Marvel thing. So I kind of went with that, throwing in a bit of weird. I actually forgot. Oh wait. Oh, I only have 2 books that I added to my pull list. I have added a 3rd series to my pull list, but I kept that book in my pull list, the new issue that came out. I'll just tell you, I forgot I didn't get it, but it's in my pull list now. Mockingbird number 2. I added Mockingbird to my pull list. I threw Mockingbird number 2 in there, and I have it in my pull list now, so the rest of the issues. I think it's only a 5-issue miniseries. I'm kind of hoping to, so that spot can get freed up quickly. And Spider-Man says Deadpool can definitely go in after that. That Mockingbird, I got that, so that's cool. I thought I got it for some reason, but I didn't get it. Because I got Batman and Robin Eternal, I got both of those issues, because I wanted to finish that off, or else I would have got Mockingbird. Or I could put this back, but last issue was so good of Spider-Man, I wanted to get this. But yeah, like I was saying, the world's greatest superhero, The Amazing Spider-Man, issue number 10. And hopefully this continues. And actually, this is probably one of the best covers of the series so far. I really like this cover. So, yeah. I haven't looked at these books since last night, I think. So, it's kind of cool to see what the covers look like again. I didn't realize how much I actually enjoyed these covers. But yeah, anyway. As you can see, the first of the 2 books, the first of the 2 books left, and the first 2 books that have been added to my pull list now. We have Black Widow issue number 2. After how good the first issue was, I had to add Black Widow to my ensemble of pull list series. I was probably going to add it anyway, even if it wasn't good, just to give it another try to. Well, I mean, it would have been good either way, because I love Black Widow. I probably would have liked it. I can't imagine it not being good, really, because the last series Black Widow had I loved, and I only read 2 issues of it, because I can't find any of the next issues. Like, it's missing issue 3, and I can't find it, so I don't really want to skip any issues, but I might have to, just to finish that series, semi-finish it at least, kind of know what happened with Black Widow in the last series, especially towards the finale, right before Secret Wars. So yeah, but yeah, Black Widow issue number 2. This cover is interesting. The art is iffy for this book, but it works with Black Widow, so I do like the art. It works with her character. And Black Widow is one of my favorite female superheroes, especially on the Marvel side. She could be my favorite. I don't think she's probably not my favorite, though. But she's definitely the favorite, at least in Marvel. I know Wonder Woman's on the list of one of my favorite superheroes. I'm talking in general, not for Marvel, of course, but she's on there, and I barely read any of her. I just like her. The character design and of the stories I have read have been awesome that I've read, so that's why I like Wonder Woman too. I'm just rambling now, and we're 20 minutes in basically, so I probably should get this last book out here. But yeah, we got Black Widow issue number 2 there. Hopefully this series continues great, and her battle against S.H.I.E.L.D. goes well. If you did not read the first issue, spoiler alert, whoopsie. But you should definitely pick that up, and pick issue 2 up while you're at it, because you'll probably like Black Widow issue number 1. At least in my opinion. And you can already see I meant to turn the camera on my phone a little bit, because I'm using my phone to record like I usually do. I meant to turn it at the books, the pile of books over here, while I'm rearranging it, because my OCD's going off. But I showed you the book that was next. Okay, of course, the last but not least, the last book of this comic call, we have Spider-Man issue number 3. And yes, this is the Miles Morales Spider-Man. He's the regular Spider-Man now in this Marvel continuity, the Marvel universe. We also got Miss Marvel on the cover, so I'm imagining we're going to see Miss Marvel in this book. And I'm excited because it's also left on it was kind of a cliffhanger, but it wasn't like a cliffhanger where it was like, oh boy, what's going to happen next? I mean, it was, but it's like, it was just like, well, I mean, this isn't something that's going to make me really want to read it right now. I mean, I want to read it, of course, because the series has been amazing. And I think it's gotten number 1 on both the occasions it's come out so far. Yeah, it did. It got number 1 in both the comic countdowns it's been in. So I think that's pretty good. At least I'm pretty sure it did. So that's really awesome if it did. And I'm thinking this will do the same. If not, Black Widow may take over. But yeah, I can't wait to read this, and I hope it's good. It left off with his grandmother coming into the picture, and apparently she's going to whip him back into shape. So that was a cool cliffhanger. But at the same time, I'm like, I read The Amazing Spider-Man, and that had a really awesome cliffhanger. So you kind of outbeat here, Miles, by the original Spider-Man. So yeah. Anyway, guys, I cannot wait for the comic countdown this time to tell you guys what I thought of these books. Because, to be honest, this is probably one of the better, pure comic calls I've done. Just, like, I got really awesome free stuff. And I haven't even looked at it all yet, but I know it's awesome already just by the previews and this ad, just because that's cool. I have a little checklist that's actually good, because I want to get most of the number 1s, I think, for DC Universe Rebirth. At least the Rebirth number 1s, the one-shots. Maybe not the actual series, but the Rebirth issues, the one-shots I actually really do want to get. I got Amazing Spider-Man, which has been amazing lately for the past 5 issues now. If this issue is... no, wait. Yeah, this will be the 5th issue that it's been really good if number 10 is good. And I have a really good feeling that number 10 is going to be awesome. So, this series has been awesome. We had Deadpool stories, which are always awesome, even though they're dollar issues. They should be awesome because the other ones have been. So, I'm not going to judge by the price because that doesn't matter. It matters on the quality, and I feel like it's going to be awesome. Then, of course, we have the last 2 issues of a series that I've thoroughly enjoyed. Sorry, I can't pronounce my words properly. Some of my words properly. Thoroughly enjoyed. We have the last 2 issues of Batman and Robin Eternal, which, of course, I've definitely enjoyed throughout the course of that series. So I'm excited for that, and I think it's going to be awesome, the ending, and amazing. Awesome and amazing, the ending. Then we have Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Spider-Man issue number 3, which has been probably one of the best series since, if not the best series since Marvel has started their all different Marvel universe after the Secret Wars event. I don't know if I'd give it the best series. At the same time, if you asked me like a couple months ago, Iron Man would have got that title, the best series since all different Marvel universe started, but issue 6 kind of sucked. It's the last couple issues haven't been all that great, but International Iron Man is where my money might be going. That might be going on my full list, because International Iron Man, that was awesome, the first issue. And then, of course, we got Black Widow, being one of my favorite female superheroes. Well, sometimes she's an anti-hero, and I think sometimes she's even been a villain, but just one of my favorite female characters in the Marvel Universe, at least. Probably in general. I always enjoy her stories, so I cannot wait to read these books, and I imagine they'll all be amazing and all be awesome. So anyway, guys, thank you all for watching. We're about 25 minutes in, probably will be by the time this video ends. This is my outro. I don't know what just happened with it, but adjusting the time, whatever. I'm sorry for this video being so long, or as long as it is. Maybe it's not that long for some people, especially someone who watches McJuggernuggets. His videos are longer. I kind of just getting started, but yeah, his videos are pretty long, because I'm an avid viewer of his. But yeah, anyway guys, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe, comment, and even share if you want to. I, of course, can't force you, nor would I, even if I could. But anyway guys, I thank you all for watching, and peace out. And comments on the DC Universe Rebirth. I'll be making a video about this next week, and it will be an RJ Talks video. I made one of those before about Star Wars, and I might have made another one. I don't think I did, but I know I made one about Star Wars: The Force Awakens, and my thoughts going into it, and my predictions going into it. So yeah, and expect that, and of course expect the comic countdown coming next week, if not Sunday in itself. So yeah. Anyway, I'll see y'all later, and peace out.